Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about one of the greatest car in the world, Ferrari F50. Ferrari built only 349 cars of this model between 1995 and 1997 to celebrate 50 years Ferrari. But before to talk about the F50, let's check why this car is came. What was the predecessor? Of course we're gonna mention the successors, because this car is from the very high-end limited production line, which are for very special people. Everything starts in early 1980s when Ferrari get involved with program Rally Group B. They were very near to launching the model 288 Evoluzione, but exactly on that time FIA cancelled Group B in 1986, and Ferrari Rally Group B program went in the skip. But the rule on that time was, to homologate the racing car, they needed to build 200 road-going cars. So Ferrari started to build these cars early in 1984. The model was 288 GTO. GTO Gran Turismo Omologato. Omologato actually in Italian, in English mean homologation. And this was the first Ferrari hypercar, with 400 horsepower, very lightweight, just 1160 kilograms, special materials like aluminium, glass fiber, and even very exotic back then Kevlar. They built only 272 cars of this model between 1984 and 1987. Was very expensive, 3 times more expensive than the top Ferrari model on this time 512 BBI, or the same price as 30 average cars. But some of them Ferrari give them as a gift to very special people. Then Ferrari saw the potential of this car as a good business and reputation, and very soon in 1987 it came the successor of 288 GTO, the legendary Ferrari F40. Everyone knows about Ferrari F40, was based on Ferrari 288 GTO, but with a completely different shape and aero. The car was so attractive, was the first hyper production car to reach 200 miles per hour. Was like nothing else up to this moment. And crazy design, 1100 kilograms, even lighter than Ferrari 288 GTO with 60 kilograms, this is for the early Ferrari F40s, 478 horsepower, 2 turbos, very wide tires and stiff suspension, absolutely bonkers car. Just one car was very near to Ferrari F40 back then, which was the nightmare of Enzo Ferrari, the Porsche 959. But Ferrari didn't stop here. In early 1990s they started to work on the F40 successor, and it came in 1995, the great Ferrari F50. Was named F50 to celebrate, how we said before, 50 years Ferrari, which actually was in 1997, but the euphoria was up to the sky. The car was in production up to 1997, and for this time, how we said earlier, Ferrari built only 349 cars, which is very small number. The most attractive thing of this incredible car, I think, is probably the engine. The engine itself was delivered straight from 1990 Ferrari 3.5 liter V12 Formula 1 car. But to make it more reliable, more road usable and comfortable, they enlarged the capacity from 3.5 to 4.7 liters, and actually they tuned the power to 520 brake horsepower. And this was the first hyper Ferrari naturally aspirated engine car. So non-turbos like the predecessor Ferrari 288 GTO and Ferrari F40. Not only the engine, the chassis as well was very innovative back in 1995. More carbon fiber, much more than F40, was a barchetta type, or you had the option to transform to Spider, with soft and hardtop. Was more refined car than F40, more easy to drive, but with the craziest engine or exhaust sound ever made. F40 was more aggressive because of the turbos. Both cars, they have similar performance on track and similar numbers. Acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour F50 for 3.87 seconds, F40 for 4.1. And then the maximum speed F50 325 km per hour, F40 324 km per hour or 201 miles per hour, just 1 km per hour less or 1 miles per hour less than Ferrari F50. Everything was very Spartan here. Inside you will find nothing luxury, no electric windows or mirrors, no radio or any kind of entertainment, absolutely nothing, just air condition. But because in America especially, if you sit inside any car with no air condition, you're just gonna boil. So to spend some certain time on the track, which usually is during the day at lunch, definitely you need air condition. The engines, the engineers, they spend a lot of time with the aero of the car. The design of course is made by Pininfarina, but to make the design, of course, the car looks beautiful and on the same time aero efficient. Technically, you need to spend lots of time, and the result was, and it still is, just amazing. Today, this car is dream for many people, and the prices are going up and up. And if you want to have one of this car, you need to buy now. Don't wait for tomorrow because the price is gonna be different. Now, we're gonna say something for a very short time, of course, about the successor of F50. Then we're gonna carry on with the F50 model, what is here today in front of us. The successor of F50s came in 2002 and was named Enzo, to the founder of the company. This was again natural aspirated V12 but 6-liter engine, no anymore manual gearbox, was very high-end car with lots of Formula 1 technology, 6-speed paddle shift gearbox, 660 horsepower, from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 km per hour, 3.2 seconds and 350 km per hour maximum speed or near 220 miles per hour. But the most noticeable butterfly type opening doors, they just were amazing. So Ferrari made only 399 of them, plus one for the Pope, of course he gave it for charity. Then the next model and the last of up to this moment to release Ferrari was Ferrari LaFerrari, which actually came in 2013. And actually these 5 cars, they form the iconic big 5 Ferraris. So the last LaFerrari came in 2013. They built the model in 2 versions, Coupe and Spider, or Aperta, how Ferrari named. From the Coupe they built 500 cars, and from Aperta 210 cars. So they are hybrid cars with combustion and electric engines, and producing between phenomenal 963 horsepower. So guys, these 5 Ferraris, Ferrari 288 GTO, Ferrari F40, F50, Enzo and LaFerrari, or the big 5, are forming the very high-end Ferrari line. Now let's go back to F50. The car is a mid-engine, very high-level sport car with V12 65 degrees 4700cc naturally aspirated 5 valves per cylinder engine, and how we said earlier, is delivered from 1990 Formula 1 Ferrari F641 Grand Prix car, which was driven by Alain Prost and Nigel Mansell. This car actually won 6 Grand Prix, and so to have the engine from Formula 1 car, just incredible. Sounds very special and exotic. Also this engine being used for the GT car Ferrari racing car 333 SP. So the wheelbase of Ferrari F50 is 2 meter 580 millimeters. The car is long 4 meter 480 millimeters, is wide 1986 millimeters, so very near 2 meters, is very wide car, and is high just 1 meter 120 millimeters. The weight of the car is little bit more than F40, just 1230 kilograms. So 288 GTO was 1160, F40, the early versions, they were 1100 kilograms. Here F50 1230 kilograms, but still very light car. The weight distribution, front rear axle 42% on the front, 58 on the back, is not perfect, but the engine is near to the back, so it's amazing. The engine itself weighs just under 200 kilograms. The fuel tank is 105 liters because these cars, they're very, very thirsty. So the wheels are made by Speedline 18-inch front and rear with 245 35 ZR18 on the front and 335 30 ZR18 tires on the back. Goodyear Egos. The tires on the F50 originally, they are Goodyear Egos. The brakes are Brembo all round, of course. So just amazing car, absolutely fantastic car. Every element of this car is just amazing and very beautifully made by Pininfarina. The design, absolutely amazing. Even you can see the carbon fiber weaves on the car because the paint is very, very thin, of course, to save weight. So it's just amazing. And just a few colors. The option of this car were just few colors. From all 349 cars, 302 are being factory painted in red, then just 31 cars in yellow and 8 cars in dark red, like the 1940s and 50s Ferrari racing cars like Ferrari 166 Mille. 4 cars in silver and 4 cars in black. So the silver and the black from all the Ferrari F50s are the rarest of all Ferrari F50s. So 4 silvers and 4 black. And we said earlier 302 cars in red color, 31 cars in yellow, 8 cars in dark red. So just 5 colors being for this car originally from the factory. The front suspension is adjustable with 40 millimeters difference in the clearance. So if you have trouble with the speed bumps or the garage, so you can lift up the front side with 40 millimeters. It's just incredible car, absolutely fantastic car. And the design of this car, really, I'm gonna say again, is amazing. It's barchetta type. In Italian, barchetta means something like boot, small boot, because it's open type, of course. But you have the option, how we said earlier, to have the soft top and hard top as well. So winter time probably you can drive with the hard top, summertime with the soft top. But anyway, these cars, they are not for daily use, so just for track, and of course to watch the car at home, to have some collection of these cars. So some guys, they have all these 5 cars: Ferrari 288 GTO, Ferrari F40, F50, of course, Enzo and LaFerrari, and they form, and I'm gonna say again, the big 5 Ferrari cars, which are the high-end Ferraris. Actually, they're all limited production cars, and let's say again the numbers. The 288 is the rarest of all of them. I'm not gonna say here Ferrari Aperta, LaFerrari Aperta, just 210, but because Ferrari Aperta actually is LaFerrari. So 288 GTO just 272, and then Ferrari F40, they make a lot, 1315. Originally Ferrari F40, they wanted to build just 400 cars, but then Ferrari had, on that time, they were struggling with Formula 1. They needed more money actually for Formula 1. That's why they, instead of 400 Ferrari F40s on the hand, they built 1315. But the interest to F40 was just amazing. So many people were asking for Ferrari F40s. So Ferrari decided, actually, let's build more. And how they ended to 1315. And then F50, we said just 349 cars. And then Ferrari Enzo, 399 plus 1 for the Pope, so 400 in total. And Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, again, I'm gonna say 500 from the coupe version and just 210 from the Spider or Aperta version. So guys, this was the story about the Ferrari F50, this incredible, amazing car, dream for many people. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel, and see you next time, guys. Bye.